Okay. Oh, this one too. Yes. All right. Okay. Here we go. I think we're all right. Yes, it's working. Hooray. Hi, Diane. Oh, she's still connecting.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. And you?
It's spring.
Wow. Does it feel like spring there?
It does, actually. Does it feel like spring there?
We were down in Denver and it felt like spring. We were down there. And it's 5,000 feet in elevation, so lower. So it's about 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer.
Right.
So it's spring there. But we saw the moose yesterday, so that means they're migrating. So they
Wow.
think it's spring.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember going to Leadville to visit our friend, and or even up into Ned. So I was in Boulder in sandals, and I went up to Nutterland, and there was snow on the ground. I was like, shoot, I had the wrong shoes on. Hi, Diane, the other Diane. I'm sending our fabulousness out into the world. Well, the higher elevations, I remember when I was hiking in India, we went from desert to snow to,
Yeah.
It's like, you never know what you're going to get. You just kind of roll with it. Over here.
The nice thing about where we are, if we ever get tired of cool, we drive for 100 miles, and it's warm. So
you don't have to go that far. Now, I saw it in California. Like, I actually almost didn't believe it, how much snow they were having up in the ski hills. I thought it was fake. And then I'm like, oh no, it's not fake. It's just in the mountains, right? Did you see?
That's way more snow than we get.
I don't think they usually get that much. Did you see Lake Tahoe had so much snow that it was like too high for the chairlifts? Yeah, it was like the place was buried. It was crazy. Okay, I think I've done all that. Shared it out into the world.
Hi, Diane. How are you doing? Spring?
You're still muted, Diane Montreal. Diane Montreal. You're muted. Okay.
Now I know why.
Exactly.
Yes. So here it's sunny, but it's still cool, but it was not a very hard. It's kind of not too cold, but it's just not going up. Like usually we have a very high temperature and going down, but now it's more level. But it's not too bad.
We got up to something like +9 yesterday.
Really?
Oh.
And I was walking. I was out for a walk.
We didn't get that. It passed maybe too much south of us because we were supposed to get like 7 today in centigrade. I mean, and they lowered it at 5. So,
but it is spring.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay,
right?
Now
I got my flowers in the mail, flower seeds in the mail. So
right?
It's coming.
That's spring.
It's totally coming. By the way, there's only 91 days until summer.
Yay! I was telling my friend, okay, now it's spring. Okay, now when's summer?
91 days. 91 days. It'll go like a flash.
Oh, yeah, and it flash.
The spring seemed, you know why the spring seemed to take so long? Because you didn't want to know when winter was coming. So starting at the first day of fall, we started counting down the days to spring.
True.
We just skipped winter, like
Yeah.
like it wasn't going to happen.
because usually we bunch autumn and and winter together.
Right.
It's like the first snow it's like 6 months of winter for us.
Right. It's by the way, I don't know if you knew this, it's National Goof Off Day.
Oh, that sounds great.
So if you're one of those people who's like, I can't stop working because I have too much to do, but I need to rest. Well, today is the day that I give you full permission. The internet gives you full permission. It's Goof Off Day. So you can goof off and say, look, it was just the holiday. I was just observing a national holiday. Because it's National Goof Off Day.
Okay, we cannot make it a month of that.
You could, because they're all made up. So you
We
could
have
make.
nutrition month. Somebody told me that it was March is nutrition month.
Oh, it's
So
and in the
so-
U.S. March is the month of the woman.
Also,
Well,
so
it has a
we
whole
can
month of
put
woman.
goofing off month with that, and
We
be
could
okay.
add goofing off for sure. And I know you'll like. Maybe I know. Today's made-up food holiday is National Bavarian Crepes Day.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right. The picture looks pretty good.
Okay, didn't see the picture, but I'll.
You know,
So what's
crepes with
different with those?
cream and chocolate drizzle.
Oh, yeah. That,
I've never been good at making crepes, so
I just go out.
yeah.
me, I'm not too bad. I can do that, but the filling, the cream thing is more of a process. I would put chocolate.
Put chocolate on it. It makes
Melt
everything
some
better.
Chocolate and drizzle. Okay.
What are we going to do today, friends? Facebook friends?
Okay.
Instagram friends?
I would go for a pigeon today.
Pigeon today. Whoa. Okay.
I don't know if we call them a flock, something that when they go all together.
Your flock.
It's a flock. It's a
Yeah,
flickety flock.
I saw one coming up from a building, and they were going all together.
So from my balcony, I can see the steeple of a. I don't know if it's a. I think it's a church, and they sit all around the top of it.
Yeah, they like to do that. And when they go together, I don't know, it's a family thing. They go all together. Woo!
What's the funny thing is, I don't know why they all sit up so high out in the open, because we do have hawks that live in the ravines.
Ooh.
And every now and then I've
Predator.
seen, there's a big tree out here, and every now and then I've seen a hawk sitting there with, I get my binoculars out to see what it caught. It's usually a pigeon.
It's the food chain.
Hi, Colin is asking for high Pat. I think you mean high Pat, right? On horse. High Pat
Tipping
on
moon.
horse. High Pat on horse. That's not this. That's something else, isn't it?
Serving the tray.
That's the serving the cookies, but I don't know what the real name of it is.
I can't remember that one.
Colin, give me a clue. That is this one?
The Chen version of something else. Yeah.
Diane in Colorado, what do you want to do?
Tipping moon.
Tipping the moon.
With balance.
Yes.
Pat. Colin's a couple minutes behind in the conversation, so I'm trying to ask him if it's this one.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat. On horse. Or is it serving cookies is fine, he says. So
Okay.
that's not the high Pat on horse.
Oh, okay, so we'll serve the crepe this morning.
We'll serve the what?
Crepe. The crepe.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Serving cookies.
No, serving Bavarian crepe.
That's the other single whip. That's the parting the wild mane. Different parting the wild mane. That's what that one is.
Okay, the Chen version.
Yeah, I know. Gotta go back and do a little studying, don't I?
Mm.
Me too.
Yeah.
And Diane asked tipping the moon, and we want to add this balance.
Hi, Pat. I bet you Sass could tell me the high pat on horse. I seem to remember her being good at that one.
New name. Big
That's all?
Well, did you add the tipping the moon with balance?
Oh, I always do.
Okay, so we're okay. Let's see. Can we do uh, the monk, but the flipping the robe?
The robes. We can do robes. Sure. That's a good one. All right. My usual pile of boxes is gone. we had a St. Patrick's Day party, so we had to, actually put away the stuff we kept meaning to put away. So
That's the best thing to do when we have company. We do our things that we don't want.
Monk raises a flag. Ooh, here comes Colin with another one.
Which one?
Yay.
Which one?
Monk raises a flag.
Oh yeah. Oh, that can work too. Yeah.
Okay, are you guys
That sounds good.
ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Let me go over here and make sure that I've got some music to play for you. Do 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 do. Not that playlist. That's my driving in the car playlist. Oh, this playlist is better. My driving in the car playlist, Facebook wouldn't let me play, I'm pretty sure. Too much non-royalty, whatever music. Okay, have we got this going? Yep, that was good. You guys are good? Let me press the mute button. Muting, mute, check, 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 checkity check. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Come on, you guys. Play nice. Oh, we'll just do this one. Okay, find a spot. You can sit if you need to. It's all good. But you do have to breathe. Number 1, breathe in. Stretch out and squiggle the arm. And yeah. Do that again. Breathe in. Drift it up. Take a breath. The shoulders are going to drift down. And then the elbows. And then the fingers trace down through the air. And of course, rule number 2. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Breathe in. Gather it in the front. Rule number two is don't cause yourself any pain. Sink chi. Yes. Breathe in. Big scoop of love right there. Because it's spring. And the flowers are going to grow, so we got to send them some good chi energy. Diane, you should do an experiment of your flower seeds. Give some extra chi and see what happens. Gather in. And sink. And if you're not already there, take your feet out underneath you. Just under your hips. Float up. Open the door. And you drift down. Yes. It's like painting the wall. Breathe in. And then sink. One more time like that. Just to make sure we're really, really ready to start this moving. Sink. Speaking of moving, let's float our arms way up in the air. Drift. Open your elbows and arch your back. Stretch your fingers. Stretch your front body. Feel a little alive. And then scoop, tuck into a little ball. Run your hands down the back of your body. Lift up on your belly button. Sweep your hands across the front of your feet if you can reach them. There's no pressure. One more time like that. If you can't reach your feet, don't worry about it. Open. Curl. Think of tucking into a tiny little ball. Tuck your bum under. Reach down. Sweep the hands up. And sink. Toss the moon up into the air. So yesterday was the new moon. The new moon is even lighter than the full moon. So imagine how light it is to throw nothing up into the air. Check out that top hand up there. Roll it on back. Step in. Grab onto the moon. Lift that moon up over your shoulder. Take a peek up at it. and step out and chop a little wood. The old monk chops wood. And then toss the moon. So it's light. It's like you're lighter than a feather. Maybe it's the anti-gravity. Because if the moon can float up in the sky, check out that top hand. It must weigh nothing. Step in, roll in, grab onto the moon. Lift it up over your shoulder. Take a peek at it. Step out and chop. Ha! Toss the moon. So you just go back to floating, you know? Just a little drift. And if you feel a little tension, you just sigh. Check out your top hand. Roll it on back. Grab onto your moon. Step in. Lift it up. Lengthen up your spine. Take a peek. Step out. That poor old monk. He's still chopping wood. Palm up in the front. Check your pulse. Sink in your back leg. Turn. Your elbows are gonna open. You're gonna come over your head. Hands can separate. Step out and push. Palm up. Check your pulse. Sink back. You haven't frozen your fingers. Turn, 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 turn. Feel those elbows open as much as you can, you know. And push. The old monk flares his robes after he chops all that wood. He's hot. One more time. Sink back. Turn. Flare those robes up over your head. Feel a little openness. Press. Let the hands drop. Toss the moon. Lift. And check out your top hand right there. Roll it on back. Step in. Grab onto the moon. Lift it up over your shoulder with a big breath. Peek up at it. Step out and chop. The front hand goes palm up. Check your pulse. Sink. And start turning. Open. Feel your ribs open even maybe. Step out and press. Palm up. Melt back. Shoulders are relaxed. Turn. Feel that opening. Maybe open your elbows a little more just to get a little more space. Press. One more time. Keep breathing. That's the requirement. Open. And press. Let the hands just sink down into the center. Lift up to the sides. Gather in the front. And float the hands up. Drift wide. Open. Your arms are still light as air. Hug the big giant moon and float it up into the sky. Feel your shoulder blades slide down, 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 and just tip over. So as long as you can keep your heart shining forward and you can still breathe, you're doing good. That's all I ask. Come on back up. Turn on your belly to lift yourself up, shoulders down, and tip over to the other side. Feel maybe your rib cage open some more, maybe. Make sure you use your abs, not your shoulders. Your abs have to lift you up. Now turn this foot out a little and start tipping. Maybe you bring this bottom arm down. Maybe you bring the top arm up. You're still shining that little heart right there forward. And see if you can lift maybe your back leg. How far do you want to go? The floating half moon, after we tip the full moon, right? With control, bring yourself back up. Drop your shoulders back down. Switch which foot points out a little bit. Start tipping. So it's like trying to build a house of cards. You just gently find that balance point on your standing leg before you start taking off and floating up into the air as much as you want. Float yourself back up. Shoulders drop, float down in the front. Hands flatten, sink. Should have put my glasses on. Breathe in. Hug the big tree. Relax. Drift up and open. This hand's going to scoop. We're going to spread our wings, yeah? Yeah. So the two hands are like this. Tap this foot and then just open up your wings. This hand scoops under. Gather up some good Chi love. Crane spreads wings. And their necks are so loose. Switch sides. Gather up. Spread your wings. Take a bow. Knee like the sea bottom. Stretch your toes forward and your hips back. Yes. Breathe in. Float up. Switch sides. Gather it up. Open. Yes. Take a breath. Take your bow. Stretch. Toes away from hips to get longer. Long spine. Breathe in. Drift. Switch sides. You gather it up. Split those arms open. Take a breath. Take your bow like a ballerina bow. Grab a big old scoop of chi when you're down there. Bring it up with you. We know this pigeon, and he stands on one leg. So you push all your energy into this leg so this knee can float up. And this particular strange one-legged rooster, so that's a rooster, sorry, not a pigeon. Float up. Flex your foot. Cross it above the knee. Reach down if you need to. This knee is happy. Send your bum backwards. You're trying to find a chair. It's not there. Maybe you bring your hands here. Maybe you bring your hands here. Or maybe you hold on to something. But send your bum out to the back. And feel like a nice stretch in your hip. And then breathe and float up. And open your arms. This hand scoops. We got to do both sides. Otherwise we'll be crooked. Land. Take a breath. There's your bow. You look marvelous. Stretch. Bring a big old scoop of chi with you. Lift it up. Press all that energy into this leg for this crazy one-legged rooster. How high do you want to go? It's up to you. And then this crazy rooster is friends with a pigeon who likes to cross his legs. Flex your foot. Cross that ankle above your knee. This knee is falling open if you can. And you're sending your bum backwards. So hands wherever you feel good. You can even hold on to a pretend wall while you look for your pretend chair. Sometimes that helps, right? Relax through the hip one more second. Then breathe and float up. Let your hands just float down. Breathe in. Where are we? We got it tipping the moon. Yep, we got that. We got that. Exhale. Oh, we're almost there. Breathe in. Open. Step in right here. Toss me one frisbee out here. And then scoop this hand under. Swirl yourself around. Turn all the way around. This hand's going to be sitting here like this. This hand is going to be here like this. So this is your cookies. And this is your none for you. Yes? So you just press and float. As we get ready to float out. So step out, press, and drift back. Your top shoulder is still relaxed. Press and drift. Now press really far and take both hands up over the top. Slide in, step in. This hand's going to go palm up. And this is your no, step away. Come back next year. This is your serving the cookies, yes? Or Bavarian cream, crepes, Bavarian crepes, that's it. So together, press and drift. Sound good? Crepes? Yes, let's do it. Step out, press and drift. Relax the top shoulder. Press and drift. Let both hands drift down. Come to the center. Float up. Where are we now? We're doing good. Sink. We're going to toss that moon again. But first, open the door. Breathe in. Melt down. Toss that moon up high. Super light. Float. Lighter than before even. And then imagine there's a butterfly, because it is butterfly season. Almost. 2 loose fists. Lift. Same idea. Just as light. And drift down. But now you're holding a butterfly. Lift. and drift. And if you're feeling it, maybe you lift one knee up and then sink it down. Lift. Make sure your cast iron corset is turned on to support your back as you don't fall over. Lift. You know, we've all got those days. Sink. Now, of course, this is just the monks warming up. So, are you ready to unfurl your flag? So, lift and give us a kick. And then melt. So, it doesn't matter if your flag goes all the way or part way, it's all good. Sink it down. Relax. Lift up the belly. Lift up the knee. Give us a kick. Sink down. Relax. One more time. Lift and kick. Ah, oh my God, I think we did it all. Float up. Hug the big tree. Sink. Yes, we did. Hooray! Lift. Circle the arms. Grab onto all this good spring energy. Very energizing. We're going to grow. All the grass will grow. All the birds are singing. All the flowers are going to grow. The trees are going to bust out. Breathe in. Press down. Make a little diamond shape with your hands. Hands float up. Send some of that good spring chi out into the world with your Care Bear stare. Press, lengthen your fingers, lengthen your arms, lengthen your whole spine. Send. Whew. And then let it go. Hands float up. Hug the big tree. Bring some chi in for you too. Melt. Sink. Cross the wrists at the bottom. This is a fertilizer for all our flowers. Throw it up into the air. Yes, why not? Melt. Relax. Cross. Lift. Big circle if your shoulders say yes. And the next one, just shoulder high. Hands float up. Drift apart a big. One of your feet steps in. A little bow for my friends. I have heard the birds singing. We did everything right. Yes. Yeah. Success. Whew. Where'd Diane go? Her camera's following her. Oh, there she is.
On the side.
It's weird to see your camera following you around. Like it's a stalker.
Funny. Jet has one like that too. And DDR too. And it's confusing because it follows.
This world is getting to be a very strange place. With you don't even have to write your own essays anymore. AI will do it for you. Thanks, Colin. Love for you guys. So yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
It's like, do you know how fast we're flying through March? Is today the 22nd? What?
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Oh my
Not
God.
long ago we were saying Happy New Year and
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm having another one of my, master classes next week. I'm like, that's next week?
Are you prepared?
Of course I'm prepared. Of course. The 6
You're
keys to
always
unlock
prepared.
your best life.
Yeah.
And it is, not only is it Goof Off Day and World Bavarian Crepe Day, it's also World Water Day. You couldn't make tea without water.
Right. Tea,
Right.
coffee.
And it's as young as you feel day.
We're
So
always young in our minds. Come on.
So I was telling T and Paul yesterday that I got a rock tumbler.
Oh, yeah.
And the instructions on it say not suitable for children under 8. So I'm like, I think I'm qualified to use it. So I was so excited. I wanted a rock tumbler like ever since I was a little kid. So now I have one. And it's in the closet over there, tumbling right now. I can't wait to see what comes out. So, as young as you feel, Day, what did you want when you were a little kid? You can still have it. Now you're a grown up. You can probably have it even more. So, I will show you the progress of my rocks when they're done.
Yes.
That would be fun.
I'm so excited.
I always love to search for rocks. I have rocks around me all
Right?
over.
This
Always
table that you
one.
can't see
There's
has
one
rocks all
here.
over
Oh,
it.
that's neat.
I did a little painting of a sunrise.
Oh, look at you.
But I have rocks all over.
This is one that my
sister-
friend brought me back from South America.
Ooh, that's
Right?
fun.
Oh.
My sister-in-law started to paint on rocks, so I have a few of her little masterpieces. I like that too. So it's nice. I love rocks. Always love rocks.
So
When I
while
go
you're goofing
somewhere-
off today, on Goof Off Day,
Yeah.
think about when you were a kid, what did you want to do to goof off?
Uh-huh.
Now, don't do the things that I did, like try to jump out of the top window of the garage to see if I could land on the grass and not break anything. I'm happy to say I didn't break anything.
I
but-
was not that kind of kid. Always on the safe side.
I just wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see how soft the grass was. I didn't break anything, but it did hurt my ankle a little bit.
My husband climbs trees. Her mother
See?
didn't like it. He does.
Did you know
And
T still climbs trees? There you go. So today, goof off. Don't act your age. And have some crepes.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And do one thing every day to make you happy. Oh, Diane, we're getting closer to June. I'll have to fill you in on my dates.
Yes.
Because
It
there'll
was
be
great to
real
see
live
you.
hugs. And as the world turns, I remember that soap opera. As the world turns, you just keep going with the flow, right?
Yes, you're doing that.
Friends, stay healthy, stay well, look after yourselves.
Yep.
And we'll see you at the end of March next week.
Okay. Thanks, Heather.
See you guys later.
Bye. See you next
Bye.
week. Bye.
Thanks, Colin, for hanging. I hope you had a super fun vacation, my friend. We'll see you next week, I know. Take care.